This morning, yes, we have entered our system, and of course you can see, if you check here, you see the first arrow indication has occurred. Then if you check by the side, you see the signal up. The signal said we should what, buy boom 500, right? So what do? You go to this thing and stake our orders. So let's be checking when the second arrow will come. We'll go and stake our what, orders. Let me carry this thing here. You see the signal that we should buy 500. So because of the first arrow is not just one arrow that just occurred here, I may decided to be taking the first orders. You can see me noting the first orders. Then after which we wait for the second arrow to occur. This one here, you see we have buy order 1 here, right? So this thing will complete 2. Once it's 2 now, another arrow appear here, right? So when the arrow appears, all right, if you look up now, you notice that you say here is now 2. You see buy 2. You see the second arrow. So just like I told you, if you want to become a signal provider, this is the kind of tools you need. So the moment these 2 arrows appears, what do? You give your buy signals to your clients anywhere they are, right? So and you hold on. And why we consider this thing valid, you see these particular 2 arrows occur within a zone. This is a verified support zone. So there's a very high tendency that this spike must come. Very high chance. Do you understand? Why? Because the arrows occurs within a zone. So what do? You start loading your orders depending on your equity. And remember, whatever tools you have, no matter the accuracy, so you must always apply risk management to whatever you are doing in this system. That's number 1. If you don't apply risk management, you can have a very good system and still blow account. Do you understand? So I advise you to get these tools. Let's be waiting for. All right, you can see that an arrow has popped up for crash 300, right? An arrow has what, pop up. So if we go to our boom 500, this one gave us signal for crash 300 to sell it. But if we go for crash 500, you see our spike has happened. Do you see the spike? If you see, that is the trade we took. If you look here now, is a range of profit. Is a range of profit. Let me take it. So if you look very closely, you see the profit. You see it. That's the crash 500, the one we just took the trade now. So look here. You see the profit. You see the spike. So it's also telling us to buy boom 300. 300 is about to spike, but we have cutting all this one. Let's scroll down and see the amount we make from there, right? Let's scroll down to the last. So we made $25 from boom 500, and it's expected to continue spiking until it get to that upper zone. You see the upper zone. So this one said we should buy what? If you look here, it stated that we should buy what? Boom 300. But it's one buy. We are waiting for. Let's go to that boom 300. Look at it. Let's go there. We are waiting for the second arrow to appear, right? Oh, both of them appear concurrently. That is why. So you can see that this one has just spiked now. The boom 300. You see the arrow there? Let me zoom up this thing. I will zoom it up. You see the arrow? Both of them appear concurrently, and the spike happened immediately. So let's go ahead and close our boom 500 while taking the next order. So you just close it. So if you want to become a signal provider, you want to be making profits, you have been blowing account, this is what you need. So order this thing now. Chat Donval at 08058984443 so that you get these tools. If you want to be tripling your account every day, if you want to be doubling your account every day without any fear of intimidation, so this is what you need, right? So what you need is to get these tools, and you'll be flashing market, right? So you have to get it and be flashing market. Let's take a screenshot of it first. So the signal came here first. See, all the way the signal came here, right? There was a zone here. Then because the market pull momentum, the thing move down. and of course we know it must spike whenever it comes. We have cut this one, we cut this one. When this one came, we also cut it, though I couldn't play this video now. And there was the one, okay, it was on crash. We also cut this one early this morning. You see it, the double spike comes, the spike comes, right? So that is how. And of course, you know, before this spike come now, there must be a notification. The notification will pop up on your system that you should do this or you do that, that kind of a thing, right? So this system is more effective. It's more effective in boom 500. It trade the every crash and boom market, but it's more effective on what? Boom 500. So once you get this system from me, I advise you to focus more on boom 500. Do you understand? Not that it doesn't take every other ones, it trade them perfectly, but it's more confidential. The reason there is because when you trade spike in boom 500, the drawdown doesn't accumulate much like when you trade the 1000 index. For some of you who have small accounts, so I recommend you use it more on 500 indexes than that of 1000, because the drawdown in 500 stops are lower than that of the other one. So get these tools, make your money, and enjoy the profit. Okay, so we are waiting for another signal to come. This one is a pass signal. We know it's going up, but we are waiting for another signal to pop up. All right, you can see the movement. You can see the movement of the market now. I told you it's going up here. It's going up here, and we keep catching. You see, we have another. This is second set profit. This is $18, and it's still going up. It's as a result of this signal we have here, this pop-up notification. That is what gives us the whole indication that this market is going to move up afar, right? So let's close some and also open. And remind you, the beauty of trading, don't allow your profits to turn into loss on a long run. So whenever we have spike, what do? We close some of the profit then, and open new order for fresh market movement, right? We know it's still going up, of course we know, but I've closed all the first set profit. I'll start loading the second one, right? Yes, depending on your equity. So get these tools now and finish these people, finish them, finish the reef, finish them, right? So get it and finish them. Don't hesitate. Don't wait for my signals. Don't wait for Donva. Don't wait for your mentor to give you signals. What you need is a good working tools that will give you some entries, because entry and exit is the major thing in this system. Then, and your risk management. This is the three things you need: risk management, entry, and exit. If you get these three things, you are very okay to go. So as far as this market this tools can give you entry and somehow exit, because when this thing spike and hit the upper or the upper resistance, this one now, I will exit, because I know that the strength of the buyers will reduce drastically. I know this one might be break and it will go to this one, but I will not wait, because I've made a lot of profit. So you shouldn't be more greedy. You shouldn't be greedy in trading this financial market. You shouldn't be greedy at all, right? Any profit you see, you take it. It's an opportunity to make profit at all. So we should be waiting for another notification. Aside this one, we know that it's still moving. We are waiting for another notification for another index. So I want to show you practical and live how this thing works and how efficacy and efficient and active it is. If you look here, you can now see the spiritual spike. You know, we have the spiritual spike here. This one that passes here. If you look here, you see profit. This we call the spiritual spike. You cannot see the spike, but you'll be in profit, right? So we call it spiritual spike. Yes, another one has come. You see sell entry comes as this market spike again and got to. If you check the profit here, that is the notification on phone, because the notification comes to my phone from system to phone. Meanwhile, if you check this profit here, you see we have another spike that just got to that zone I was telling you about, and to give us a sell notification that we should go in for sell, because it has gotten to resistance zone. It will give us a diverse what? You see this arrow at the top, this arrow here is a sell arrow, very sell arrow. It's a sell arrow, this one. Let's close our profit, and the another entry come for boom what? Boom 300. But let's close the one we have before. We go to 300. If you look at boom 300, that signal, look at the signal, the first entry. So aggressive trader can start putting the first order here. We know this spike is actually coming to this zone or spike from there. You see, that is a sign. It's a very close to zone, so that one is sure. So what do? You just put your first entries and hold the white trade. If I see the first arrow, I'll put my first entries depending on the risk management I've calculated your equity. Then you see the second order has come. Look at here. Look here. Just look here. Let me show you something. So look here, you see buy boom 300. You see the second arrow, buy boom something. Look at it here. Look at the second arrow. So what do? You stake the rest of the orders you have. Do you understand? And wait. So if you stake, you wait. Yes, if you stake, you wait. You see I'm loading them up. You wait. I know the calculation there now is that as a trader, because this signal appear from here, yes, the spike can happen here, but the most accurate point where it can happen is on this zone, right? So you do a kind of neutral calculation, but the instance is that from this point where the signal comes, if the spike happen, the spike must cover that area. Even if the spike happen from here, it's expected to cover this area. You see this one, they said we should sell crash 300. You see the signal come again, another signal, the number one crash 300. You see it's on a zone, it's on a very verified zone, and an information came that we should sell it, right? One order, one notification for now. So let us see what happens in this both trades. Just watch out. I'll show you how active this system is. So if you look up here now, you see we have by crash 2 for crash what? For crash 300. You see the arrow 1 and the arrow 2. So we are expecting the spike anyway. Look at the boom 300 has maintained. You see boom 300. Do you see? Very massive. Do you see the profit ranging from up to down? Powerful. Can you get this thing now and make your money? Don't just wait. Don't wait. Don't wait. It's too bad. It's too finishing the market. I told you. Look at the profit. Look at the profit ranging from head to toe by the side. Of course, you see now. Let me show you if you cannot see it. That is it. Get this thing. Look at the signal and look at the spike. Very sharp. So we are waiting for. They say we should sell boom 300. We cannot. I will not sell it. I'm interested in catching the spikes. Right. All right. You can see crash 300 has spiked. Can you see the spike now? The crash 300, the boom 300 has spiked, and crash 300 has also spiked. Look at the two signals. You see the two signals here. Look at the spike. So the moment it pop up, the market doesn't have option than to spike. So get this thing at just chat me on 080 50 98 44 43. You get this thing and you're making money 247. So don't complain. If you are complaining that you are not making money, this is the right use. If you chat me, say I've been blowing account and you don't have remedy, this is the right use. So don't do anything, don't ask me anything until you get this use, because that is what will help you. That is the solution to your problem, right? So once you get it now, another thing you should take in cognizance of, which will require mentorship, is what? Knowing how to manage your risk. Knowing how to manage your risk. Your risk management is very, very important. Do you understand? Just like I told you, when the first arrow comes, what you do is to do what? What you do is to note the first entries. All your first entries, you should just consider it, put them. If it is one order, put them. If it is, put it. If it is two orders, put them. Right? Or you wait stretching until the two arrows occur. You see the thing order us to sell boom what? Boom 1000. Let me show you. He said you should sell boom 1000. That means this market has gotten to a zone. That's why he's telling us to sell it. But you know me, I don't do settings. But if you have it, you can sell it. You see, there is a massive spike here, and it gives you this red arrow on top of it that you should sell it. This sell here means that you should take only 5 candles. Whenever it gives you sell stuff, what it means is that you should take what? Only 5 candles. You see? So that is what they mean by asking you to sell anything there, right? So get these tools now and make your money. So I will take off this thing. Let's see how it goes again. You see the signal it gave now that we should buy crash 1000, but you know I don't do buy. crash 1000, we should buy it. For those of you who can scalp, if you want to scalp, you go to crash 1000 and what scalp. Let me check it out. You go there. Because of this thing, that's why it give us a buy order entry. You see, when this thing was moving, when this two spike happened, 1 2, this you see the arrow here, it gives you a space to buy for 5 candle space and move out of the market, right? So this drop down, you see this arrow there, you say it give us a buy signal here because of this arrow here. So what it means is that you just buy only 5 candle and get out. You understand? That's the buy. Any trend signal is 5 candle space. You move out of the market, right? So we are waiting. This one is still crashing down. It has crashed. Look at the information. They choose this thing and it will crash and crash and move again. It's showing one red again because we have a verified zone here. You see a very big verified zone here, so it will still crash. So that is the expectation. But let's watch. So you see it, that's the spike. You see the signal here. You see the signal here. Look at the profit. Look at the spike. So it's very, very active. That is a new order we just take now, and it has maintained. You see this the signal that we should watch. Read the signal where we should buy. We should sell crash what 300, and the arrow, the 2 arrows appears, right? Let me remove this thing. The first arrow appear here, the second arrow appear here. Then we take our order. Look at the signal. Look at the results. Woo! You see the massive now. It has gone massive. Do you see big money there? Do you see big money? We have $24 profit. So that is how we make it big. So get this in and stop complaining, man. Ooh. Can you see how massive? Can you see how massive? Don't mind my camera is peeping. Do you see how massive? So you can decide to join my VIP. Yes, this is my VIP. So if you know this video when I send it on the channel, YouTube channel, don't hesitate to click the subscription button so that you get to know when I post a new video. So you can join my VIP where we give signals like this, and everything will enter profit. Everything. I mean everything will be in profit. So when you join our VIP, we give you what signals and every education self, right? So that is it. So don't also hesitate to join my payment group. Here are my payment group. Yes, where you can deposit your what withdraw, right? So that is the thing.